What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I am back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the left side of the map in the blue color. One of the best Loki players to have ever existed in Age of Mythology's history. He is an expert at heart, or a AOM Gosu, as those of you who are aware of the lingo. His name is HerroOP. He is going up today he is going up against the newly appointed Oranos expert. My golly gosh, his name is More. Big congrats. And every time we see a new expert tag get handed out, there is crazy amounts of drama going on, and I'm excited to see this. We've got the map Frozen Wastes, and it's going to be a fun one. I love watching Loki games. I feel like Loki is one of the most fun gods to play, most fun gods to watch, and honestly, probably not as bad as I've thought he was in the past. Now, the big thing that makes Loki much better now than he used to, if I actually put the thing on, is the early game build of delaying this third ox cart. This is everything to Loki. Literally everything. You delay this ox cart by immediately chopping wood. Not only is this good because you're not only is this good because you're not getting the ox cart early, the third ox cart early gets you a little bit more resource, but also you're not gathering food while Hunting Dogs is researching. You're only on the food when Hunting Dogs is research. So of all of that stuff, you just get, maybe say you get like an extra 100 resources in the early game, 150 resources in the early game. And you guys might say, but that's nothing. That's 150 resources. It is a lot. Let me tell you this, it is a lot of extra resources to have in the early game, and it's going to allow you to survive a lot more of the stuff that you otherwise wouldn't be able to survive. But we don't see HerroOP doing this. He is an expert of old, not an expert of new. He has not subscribed to Boit TV on Twitch to get the juicy meta builds little cheat sheet, or over on the Patreon to get the in-depth videos. Now, you can do that if you really want to. It would support me and help me maybe put some tournaments on. Speaking of which, tournament in the making. Very excited. Very excited. It's going to be a good time. Anyways, relics here on the map. We've got the Anvil of Hephaestus, negative 10% armory and Dwarven armory, food, wood, gold. Upgrade cost. Good relic. Good relic. Actually, an incredibly good relic for this matchup, even because copper mail is super important in this. We'll get into that maybe a little bit later. Now, on the top of the map, holy boots of kick everything. Holy boots of kick everything. Has Herro spotted this? No, Herro has not spotted this. Moore has 100% spotted this, but how do you not have an oracle over here just making sure you spot if a Herser is coming to take this down? Because you need to click that manual oracle here to grab this, and you really want this relic as well. Now, there is this point here where the Oranos player is advancing to the classical age through Prometheus, where you can very easily afford to get that hero out. It's right now. So 3 minutes, 48 seconds, this relic gets grabbed, take it home. Then you walk over here, grab this relic by 4:30, before any of those Herser are out. You are living the dream. Now, Forseti is coming through for Arrow. Is no surprises there. He goes for a double temple. Now, I've been made aware. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. So, chat, you can tell me, because it was maybe a trustworthy source, maybe not. He's an EE player, so it could be different over there. But apparently, this early temple here, these temples here, this Herser, 23-second train time. But if you build the Herser out of the longhouse, it actually builds quicker. 10% quicker to be exact, and 10% is like 2 seconds, 3 seconds. It doesn't matter that much. So Herros goes for the double temple here. He's going full Herser, full shenanigans, and we'll see how it's all going to go. Anyways, Herser moving forward. Herro's got no idea about that relic, and the fact that Moore has disrespected and not picked it up is very, very funny. There might be a time in which Herro sees it and goes, lol, I'm going to pick that one up, but We see some dead oracles. Brutal. Moore's like, get out of my army. You guys are a waste of space. Delete, delete. No favor there for Herro in this situation here. And what are we seeing here from Moore? Where are his buildings? He's got a forward military barracks down. He's got a double military barracks down. An interesting one, to be honest, because, like, do you leave one villager on wood here? Yes, you do. Must have put 2 villagers on wood or something and then taken them off onto the food. As we are seeing these... this person here is actually going to be able to deal with the Murmillo. You take the citizen over here, you will be able to shank this down. It's going to be nice here. As we see another Murmillo coming out, and I think this Herso will indeed fall. Doesn't matter how speedy he is. And I think, have we seen that? We still haven't seen the Valor get thrown now. It's a little bit surprising. I'm not sure what Moore's saving that for. Because you want to basically use it on those early Murmillo normally, as we see another house, or a house, getting taken down here. And Herro is still very far off of... Oh no, he's getting Hall of Thanes. So Hall of Thanes coming through. This is going to be the ticket for Herro to start getting a lot of value out of his Herso. He can go for raids. He just basically wants to avoid the fights for the most part and just get as many raids as he possibly can. But here, at this point, look at this. 47 population to 60 population. So Moore's got all the advantage here. So we see the troll getting sniped down. Very, very fat boy. Not going to be able to get away from here and will indeed fall. Runs into the berry bushes, trying to find himself a nice pretty place that he can be laid to rest. And he's going to sink into the thing and be dead. Very nice. Now, raids coming over here onto these villages. The citizen have to retreat into the manor, and he does manage to do that. Gets a troll spawn here. It is a little bit troll, but it helps him out here as well. He should go after that manor, because there's a couple of... That's that low HP citizen there. He's going to be able to take that down if he can catch it up. And whoop, 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 7 HP! 7 HP! Click on it! Not able to get there in time. Gets away. Now we see some raids coming through. 4 more. It's the villagers onto the Snowy Pine. Town Center going to defend just a little bit here. As the Murmillos get picked off. Run, run, run as fast as you can. Very good. Watchtowers going down. As still seeing Herro running around the map, trying to find some sort of an advantage here, something to raid. And I like going after these military units here a lot of the time. The straggler units. Find where your opponent's military buildings are. You can kind of target that area. Well, I'm now starting to see some Terma coming out, which is a bit surprising. Considering it seems like more had the idea of just going pure Murmillo here. Now, if you do spot the pure Murmillo, you can start building some throwing axemen. So I guess that's what Herro is doing. And that's why the Terma are getting forced out here a little bit. So the Terma can deal with the throwing axemen and the Murmillo can deal with the Herso. And you can live the dream here. Thank you so much for the raiding party, Matrius. Hope your games went well. I hope your tournament run goes equally well as well. So, Murmillo moving around, doing their stuff. Whoop. So have found a little bit of value here. I like this. Pick off a unit and run. And run. Oh no, he lost a Herso. Feels bad. Oh, absolutely huge shockwave from Moore there. Seemingly, I think they were on this caribou. He shockwaves them over the forest, picks off a whole bunch of those gatherers, but the Herso come to save the day. Still another villager falling, and now Moore will probably have to retreat away here. He loses a little bit of his army, but that is a ton of damage done onto Herro's economy here. But being said, Loki's economy is all in his Herso. It's funny to say that, but Herso create favor, and then Loki Herso create myth units. So that is essentially that is those are villages. So think about that next time you're playing Loki. Think about how much your Herso are villages. Anyways, we do see these Herso trying to take out the Murmillo. Nice micro from Herro. Need to try and keep as many of those Herso alive as the Murmillo retreating away. Nice play there. Are we going to be seeing any attempt at a heroic age anytime soon? These Terma are coming after the throwing axe. Now, I like this play from Moore. If he can get in and pick one off and then retreat, does manage to snipe one, gets away, does lose one Terma. Trading one for one there isn't a bad idea. Terma for throwing axeman is completely fine. And more units streaming in for Herro. Herro's at 104, pop of 115. We do see some cheeky raids coming through for more. I love the mini raids. 3 units in terms of infantry going for raids is absolutely huge because it's one of those things that people just don't notice and you just get a whole bunch of value out of it. As long as you make sure you're attacking them while something else is going on. Now we see the Hersa coming in. There's still no upgrades. Oh, the medium miller has come in, so he's probably happy to take this fight. We don't see any sort of copper mail, but the Hersa coming through. The throwing axemen are in to try and take these Murmillo down. Oh, big Einhjar spawn, and now Moore is very much out of position here with his army. He's going to try and run past here. He will get out completely fine this way, but Herro is going to be living the dream here, just sniping units down as they're trying to retreat. Absolutely huge. The Hall of Thane's Herso move at 5.72 speed, whereas those Murmillo are only 4.95 speed. So he does turn around, kills a couple more units, another troll spawn. Beautiful play here from Herro to continue putting the pressure on. These Terma need to be going after those throwing axemen. That's the whole reason they exist, but Herro has managed to win this fight, it seems. Meanwhile, over here, we see the units retreating away, doing their thing, as Herro is actually just coming out very much in front in this game. We just see these cheeky Murmillo returning back in over here to try and take some more of those villagers out. Cheeky throwing axeman will be losing his life as well, as the villagers over here have been pulled off of that those caribou there. Pretty aggressive positioning there. Very risky. Might move back onto the berry bushes or something. So we do see more units coming over here. Those myth units are fairly valuable here. You might want to sack something and try and run away, but not possible. So now the forward buildings of Moore probably going to get absolutely demolished here, especially with the help of the Einhjar. And it's looking like Moore is going to attempt to get to the heroic age here. He's going to get watchtowers. He knows his win condition is essentially get some heavy Murmillo, get the Stymphalian birds onto the gold mines, and then survive a flaming weapons push. And right now we see the Terma raids coming in. I like those raids very much here from Moore, but he's actually unfortunately clicked onto the longhouse. It's going to be a long time for the longhouse to fall, as we do see these villagers retreating away. Nice quick micro there, or reaction I probably should say, from Herro, as the Terma get pulled into the town center fire, and these villagers are going to try and jump onto all of those herdables. They is incoming now. But this is one of those situations here where we've got so many trolls. We've got the throwing axeman as well. You can get yourself Axe of Muspel to get that bonus damage against the Stymphalian birds, and they're actually not that important here, given that Herro's kind of already played around the Stymphalian birds in a way. So nice play here, in all honesty, from Herro to get into this position. And now the armory shoots up. The villagers will be able to finish up on that food. He's a little bit short though on the food. There he goes. He's got his 800 in now. So he's about 40 seconds behind here. And that is pretty scary, to be honest, because if you look at in the base, 500 gold, 1,500 gold, and all the gold is over here. So it's still going to be a difficult one for a very difficult one for Moore to defend against this Bragi. So We'll see how he's going to go. He's getting himself a second talent center. No real surprises. He needs that second talent center. He needs more units, and he's going to get an immediate, I imagine, immediate heavy infantry. There it is, heavy infantry coming in. But he's still kind of half Murmillo, half Terma, where I don't think that's what you want here. It's maybe too many. Still going to try and move in, snipe some units. He does get a couple. The army of Herro pushing in. This is smart from Moore to try and force a fight here. But it's a little bit earlier as the heavy infantry hasn't come through. And those Murmillo are all dropping. Axe and Mustbelt also coming in. And now, given Moore's lost all of those units, this is terrible. He needs more Murmillo. He's got the heavy Murmillo in now, but now he's playing against essentially heavy Hersa as well, because they're heroic age Hersa. You get that bonus HP, bonus damage just by advancing to the heroic age. So you see the town center coming up. And the army of Herro wandering forward here. Still trying to make their way in. And we do see that final Valor getting thrown down. The Stymphalian birds will be able to completely snipe those Einhyar. Still no flaming weapons getting thrown in. The settlement very, very close to going up. And it barely does go up. But there's no units remaining for Moore. He's got 5 Terma remaining. He's got 3 Stymphalian birds. The military barracks are not up anywhere here for Moore, so he's just not able to produce the Murmillo that he needs. And this timing from Herro is absolutely huge. The town center that went up gets immediately taken down. I do think that this town center was a very, very much a mistake here from Moore, making like 3 military barracks in his base and having all of those extra resources for production of Murmillo is very important, but not happening. We see the marker get thrown down by Herro. He's going to be able to start buying food. You see how many dwarves are on gold. He does have some dwarves on food over here, but he can move up onto his upwards gold mine as well. And we do indeed see Moore tapping out in that moment. GG, well played by Herro. A very, very nice masterclass here in this matchup, Loki versus Oranos. Maybe a slight misplay or a big misplay by Moore getting this town center. He's in a decent position before that happened, but after losing all those units, not having any way to reproduce them, he had himself the heavy Murmillo. He went copper weapons, which is, I think, 100% a mistake. You want to go in on copper mail against the Norse, because you get the amount of damage you reduce means that your opponent is getting that much less favor as well. And so long as you get more attacks out, it's fine. You don't need the extra damage. You need the extra resistance. Whereas we do see Herro without even copper mail is maybe a small mistake as well there from Herro, but it didn't matter. In the end, he did manage to win. Moore did end up getting taken out. GG, well played by Herro. Old expert, better than new expert. Is that confirmed here? I don't know. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next game.